Podcast. We are your host.
Sorry, I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm still kind of fucked up. It's cool, Kev.
This is Dash.
And I'm Big Dre. Yeah, man. This one we had a whole nother topic ready to go, and it was a little bit more. I wouldn't say on a happy subject, but we just got the news, or at least TMZ, Fox News, and all of them reported that Kobe Bryant has passed away in a helicopter accident in Calabasas. And it's just some really, really, really bad news.
Yeah.
We
lost a great
one of the greatest to ever do
one of the greatest ever.
Great ambassador to the NBA, man.
Yeah.
Kobe carried the torch pretty much when Jordan left the NBA, and passed it on to LeBron. But he kept that Lakers nation alive through the early 2000s to late 2000s.
Listen. In all honesty, all the women, if there's any women that are listening, and I'm not trying to say this as a joke, if your man or your husband, your brother or whatever starts crying, understand, like we're going to discuss in this podcast.
I'm pretty sure there's women out there crying.
Where this shit, and women, but you gonna know where that shit came from. You gonna know, because the way that, we'll get into it, but like with me, my favorite player was Allen Iverson when growing up. That was my favorite player to this day. Nobody before Allen Iverson. If you're an Iverson fan, you know that every year, at least a couple times a year, including that year that we went to the championship, we had to see Kobe's ass. You had to see him.
And it was mentioned by AI and Kobe also that they were, they looked forward going head to head. Iverson says it like Kobe made the best come out of me, vice versa, as Kobe saying Allen Iverson made the best come out of him. Like Kobe would say how he would check the stat sheets to see what Iverson did the night before, and Iverson did the same with Kobe. But it's just mind blowing, man. You never know when your time is and when you're gonna go. So because me personally, when I heard the news, I didn't want to believe it.
I thought the shit was fake news.
I thought it was.
You ain't gonna tell me that my dog, the Black Mamba, is gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't much older than us. What, 5 years older than us?
Kobe's
41.
41.
I was gonna say, he's not that much older, but he was, because he came out of high school.
He came straight out of high school. You never wanted to claim.
Listen,
you never wanted to claim him from Philly.
I don't care. Hey, Kobe's one of the best to ever do it. I'll get into why I respect this man so much later on. But no, Kobe Bryant was not from Philadelphia.
He's from Lower Merion.
Still, he's from Lower Merion. If you ever been out there,
I've been Lower Merion before.
Right, I didn't even know Lower Merion existed until I started working over there. And I was like, this is not Philly. This is not Philly. So
it's Pennsylvania.
I got mad respect for him. He's not from Philly. No disrespect, but like that was a misconception that he was from Philly. But I'll get into why I respect that man so much later on, because even more, I respected him more after he retired. After.
Well, so I'm gonna get into the game of Kobe. Kobe, which I just found out this recently via Kobe himself. Like you said, he came straight out of high school, but he said his first 2 years in the NBA, he didn't get no playing time.
Yeah,
he didn't get no burn. He sat on the bench.
Do you remember that? Do you remember?
I don't remember Kobe.
Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones was on. He was getting the reps.
Kobe said it from his mouth. His toughest competitor ever was. He said he was getting torched by him in practice. You know what I'm saying? That's what brought out Kobe. Kobe got no burn for 2 years, and I'm saying that to say this: how because recently LeBron James just passed Kobe. Kobe was number 3 on the all-time scoring list.
Right.
Can you imagine if Kobe had them 2 years, like how high he would be sitting?
Man,
being Kobe Bryant, being Kobe.
Because this last season, was it the last game he bust 60, didn't he?
Yeah, he dropped 60.
Imagine if he didn't fuck his his Achilles.
He tore his Achilles also.
He'll still be playing.
Yeah, because
starting. So,
but I didn't realize that. I just always thought Kobe was. I watched the NBA, but then when this kid just came out of nowhere, I'm like, who the fuck is this Kobe? Who the fuck is this Kobe Bryant dude? Like, he looked like Jordan, he act like Jordan.
He didn't look like Jordan at all.
He acted like Jordan at all.
He came with an afro.
But he had
later on.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. He had the gums. He had the wristband on his. On his.
Well, he played. You remember that they both had that patented fadeaway, man.
Oh yeah,
that fadeaway was mean. You ain't guarding that shit.
Nah, that fadeaway was unguardable, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and he dunked on you.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about the two different Kobe's. You had the number 8 Kobe
and the 24,
and then you have the 24.
Right.
8 Kobe was just pure fucking athleticism.
And let's.
I want to say 8 Kobe was young, the tenacious, nonstop. I'm getting at you and learning.
That's
like
I'll slide a joke, but it's true. I'll slide in a joke, but it's true. Pre-allegations, Kobe was number 8. Post was 24. There was a major change there. Major change.
8 was
mentality-wise.
8 was.
Yo,
8 was. Yeah, no, I don't want to.
Not the allegations. I'm talking about mentality.
Oh,
playing the game.
Well, the 8 was. It was young. He had the athleticism. Like, he was still learning the game, but he just had that raw.
It was more raw.
It was raw. I mean, he was home. Yeah. He said he admits he was honing his skill there, but it was just so much raw. He can rely on that. Whereas 24, that's when you start seeing the fadeaway more, the post up game more.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like the 3-pointers more.
The thing that marks that, and that's what I'm saying. I want to get that out the way was the allegations. But what I'm saying is, after that, his level of concentration and preparation went through the fucking roof.
He been had that.
Nah, but after that, bro, when he got to 24,
no, he been had that. I'm gonna tell you how he been had that.
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize the reason him and Shaq split up.
Okay.
Kobe would spend his entire summer being in shape at the gym every day, first person, last person to leave every day.
Right.
Him and Shaq got into it because he said Shaq would come in overweight and all that.
Yeah.
And he said it like he almost had a fight with Shaq one time. He squared up with Shaq.
He won't win that.
I know, but he squared up with Shaq because he's like, I'm tired of you bringing your fat ass. It's Kobe word. You bring your fat ass in here out of shape where we ready to go.
Because that motherfucker was a winner.
But the only thing that would change up about 8 and 24 was the game wasn't so much played above the rim. It was more. It was more like intelligent, getting to my spots on the floor.
Yes.
Knowing when to pass. He
always want to take the fuck over.
Yeah.
He became more of a sharpshooter then too, because before, in his 8 days, he was way more athletic. He would show more athleticism than he would. Yeah, he would just be dunking. I mean, don't get it wrong. When he was 24, he was still yamming on his left and right. But he was like a sniper. You know what I mean? He get in that place, you give him the ball right where he wanted it. He was taking that shot, and when his mentality was to take over the game, that's exactly what he would do.
Right.
Previously in his days of being 8, he would have help from one side to another, be able to swing around, even though he would still be able to do his numbers. But around that 24 time, that was when he was the team.
Hey,
you know what I mean? He was pulling them to playoffs and chips, pretty much dolo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh no,
he did it with Shaq and without.
Yeah.
But he still, he had a squad with him. He had 2 different squads.
Oh, he definitely had a squad, but he was the
he was the main focus.
What do you call that shit? The nucleus.
The nucleus.
Yeah.
When Shaq was there, everything was going to Shaq, come back out.
Yeah.
After that, it was like Kobe was option 1, and then option 2 was probably still Kobe, and then 3 and 4 was everybody else.
Well, I want to go back. I want to go back to when he first came in the league. What year was that?
That was the 1996 draft.
Right? Yeah.
He got drafted. He was drafted originally.
Same year as AI, wasn't it? Or year?
I believe
after?
so.
Same year as AI, right?
Yeah, I believe
he wasn't drafted.
AI came in
he wasn't drafted originally by the Lakers. He was a trade.
It was like Charlotte, right?
He was Charlotte.
Yeah.
And he was a trade.
Damn, Charlotte.
To the Lakers.
Damn. But then again, we might not even be talking about
Kobe. Yeah, like
if he went to Charlotte.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Kobe might have been Kobe regardless.
He wouldn't have probably not the championships, but I think the numbers still would have been there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think I remember when first hearing about Kobe. This is when we first started playing NBA Live, because they came out with Live 95. And back then was like the first one, and I think I got the next Live, and you couldn't even. No, he was on there. He had the fro, but he was trash on the game.
His draft class was one of the best. That draft class, I think, included Allen Iverson was the number one pick.
One of the best draft class.
But here it is. I'm going to show you where Kobe fell 13.
Okay.
Here's the 13.
Like coming out of high school, by the way.
Yeah, here's the 13 players ahead of him.
Still great.
Allen Iverson. Granted, he I can't dispute that. Marcus Camby.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Right.
Stephon Marbury.
Oh, my gosh.
Ray Allen.
Oh, man.
Antoine Walker.
Oh, man.
Lorenzo Wright.
Don't know who that is.
Kerry Kittles, he played for the Nets.
I know who Kerry Kittles is.
Shamik Walker.
All right.
Eric Dampier, I don't know if you remember, the center from Dallas. He was the center for Dallas. Todd Fuller. Oh, my gosh. Vitaly. I don't even know how to say the dude's name. He's from Ukraine. He got picked over Kobe by the Cavaliers. Thank God. And then Kobe Bryant. Who else? But here's some notables that was in there. Peja Stojakovic, Steve Nash, Jermaine O'Neal was in that class. The 96 draft class is probably
the best draft classes ever.
Besides the Jordan draft class, but this is like one of the best drafts.
That's our childhood right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That was it.
That was us. That's when we were actually watching basketball.
But
like really pretending to be these characters on the court. And you know what I'm saying? Like, man, even to this day, you shoot something in a trash can, you make it Kobe. Kobe.
You definitely don't say Jordan. You definitely
don't say Jordan.
You say Kobe.
Like, you used to say Jordan back in the day, but then it was like Kobe.
Once the Black Mamba came,
But do you remember, how many people remember him going to the prom with Brandy?
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. He went to the prom with Brandy. That's
he did.
Think so.
Yeah,
was it his prom?
It was his prom.
Son of a bitch.
He took Brandy to the prom.
He was Kobe. Yeah, and it's crazy because, to get back to what you were saying, like in live and stuff like that, you're right, you didn't get a chance to know who Kobe was beforehand. Like, remember they had college hoops for PlayStation and stuff like that. And when AI was playing for Georgetown, you could play in Georgetown and you play as AI on Georgetown.
I didn't know that.
And my older brother, Junie, used to always pick Georgetown when we was playing and shit like that. And I wasn't really big on college hoops, but he used to be like, yo, it's AI right there. Da, da, da.
And you're
like,
what is that?
and make you want to know who he is. You didn't get that opportunity with Kobe. He came straight out of high school balling. You know what I mean? He got.
Unless you watch the McDonald's All-American game. That's the only way you want to see it.
Did you ever see any clips of him playing in high school?
I seen a few.
Man,
boys. Yeah, I seen the clips. Yeah,
like for real.
He wore 33 in high school.
It wasn't fair.
It wasn't.
No,
he was 6. He was 6'6".
It was not fair. Like that nigga. Yeah, you skip high school.
Yeah.
it wasn't my boy Oz. He said this one is big. He was an icon, and that's definitely facts.
I mean, I equate this, and I know a lot of people won't say the same, but like when I heard Michael Jackson died, that fucked me up.
Yeah.
This one
that was big.
is kind of close because it's like not him. He not supposed to be gone. That nigga's supposed to be dying in his 90s.
We supposed to be waiting for him to still receive awards throughout and to give out awards.
Yeah.
To be guest appearances on TV shows and just the shit that you're supposed to do after the career when you've done something as great as you've done within that league.
Yeah, because so many guys were going to Kobe on their summers. You know what I mean? Kawhi Leonard's a big name. That's why Kawhi trained with Kobe. Giannis, a new starting league, was training with Kobe. Kobe had the Mamba Academy where he would let players come to his academy and he would just work these guys out, whoever wanted to come.
Still give him work.
And which is like now you don't have that no more. Like who's there to fill that void of Kobe?
You can't fill the void of the Black Mamba.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was like a different essence of Jordan in a sense. You know what I mean? Like everything that you can compare to Jordan, you would think about in Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't necessarily say the same about LeBron or anybody else in the league. That is the closest comparable person on the earth in the NBA to Jordan is Kobe. From the tongue coming out when he dunking to post-ups to the fadeaways to the, you know what I'm saying? He was our mimic for our age,
right?
As a Jordan, you know what I mean? And that shit is a hard hit right there. I mean, that shit is crazy.
So
it is definitely hard.
So this is what fucks me up, and which probably gonna come out in the next couple of days. A lot of these sports announcers and everybody like that doesn't have Kobe ranked amongst the top 5 all-time NBA players of all time. They have Kobe sometimes ranked 8th, 9th. Sometimes they try to knock him, put him as low as 10th.
I don't agree with that. And
I never agree with that. They always say, "Oh, LeBron's better than Kobe." I'm like,
but I thought quite the opposite though. Like it was always, and I might be wrong. I stopped watching ESPN religiously a long time ago, but I always thought it was like, oh, LeBron is trying to get to like not even Jordan, not just Jordan, but like Kobe.
No, they always had
even in the memes.
They had always LeBron just. They always had when they compared to the top players, they always like skipped over fucking Kobe. Like,
that was just so fucking disrespectful.
That's crazy.
Like, LeBron is LeBron, then Jordan is LeBron, Magic, then LeBron, Magic, then Jordan. I'm like, Kobe. All right, where does Kobe fall amongst this? Because Kobe has 5 championship rings
out of 7.
5 out of 7.
Yeah.
Jordan has 6 out of 6. LeBron is 3 out of 9. Right. Somebody like, not to shit on LeBron James. Like I said, I'm not a LeBron James fan as a basketball player. I'm a fan of him.
I like LeBron.
I'm a fan of him as a man. LeBron. Like as a man to man, I'm a fan of LeBron James.
He's a good player. He's a good person from looking outside in.
I as a man, I respect him. As a player,
you despise him.
Yeah, I despise him. Yeah,
until he come on the Knicks and he's like,
But that's what I'm saying though. Like that's the same thing. Not to get you off your point, but that's the same thing it was with. Not same thing, but that's similar how it was with Kobe. Like you would, but it was a different reason that we didn't like him. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he was so good.
You're right.
We didn't like him because when he came to destroy. Even on his off nights, he was still doing his thing, and that is the most annoying thing, especially as a Sixers fan.
Yes.
And an AI fan.
Yes.
And wanting what you want for, the Sixers and trying to get chips and you know what I mean? That shit is just, when he come in town, you just automatically think like, damn, man.
Y'all think it's bad for y'all. I'm a Knicks fan. He personally made it his point. No, but listen, he personally made it his point, regardless who was on the Knicks team, to religiously drop 50, 55, or 60 every time he came to our building.
They made it easy.
They made
it easy. That's all I was like,
no, I'm talking about even when we had.
That's the point.
When he came there with Melo, because our team was good in the 90s and we had Melo, he made it a point to come there. Like, you're not going to pull me out of this game until I at least get 50 or 55.
Phil Jackson wasn't playing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
man. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I mean, it's to me because it's
so
just
much.
very fucked up to think about, man. But I'd rather just think about the great things that this dude has done. I still gotta read his book. I think it's called The Mamba Mentality or something like that. But that's more what I respect after he is retired. That Mamba mentality, and you read how focused and the things that he used to do. You heard the stories
because he left. Because he said.
He was a big shit.
His focus was when he played basketball. Everything he did was basketball. His main focus was that's all he was focused on.
Right.
That was what was his,
to be great.
That was in his life at the moment was basketball. So
right.
he put everything he had in the basketball. You know what I mean? The 81-point game. We'll forget about that against the Toronto Raptors. The 60-point game in retirement. the 5 NBA championships. You know, the one MVP, which is fucking bugs my mind.
Yeah,
one MVP.
One MVP.
But you forget how many.
But
you forget how many people.
Yes.
In the league.
Yeah. 2-time Finals MVP. But he said when he retired, how he doing all these other, because he won an Oscar.
For what was that?
The short film he did.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But when he retired, he dedicated his life to his new passion right now, which was writing novels, short stories, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That was his new dedication. So basketball was in the background now. Now he still brought that mentality of how he trained in the NBA, but he put it into what he's doing now. Yes, the mama mentality.
People are going to study this stuff because because it produces results, but it's not only about that. It's like a recipe of being great. You can take that mama mentality, so to speak, and apply it to anything else. You can apply it to acting. I'm just naming shit that people give a fuck about.
Anything that's your passion, you use it to enhance your passion.
Right. What's great about the mama mentality? He talked about it when he had the 81-point game.
Expound.
He went to that game. Most players, you get up to 25, you start thinking, oh shit, I can go 30, and you wind up flaming out, getting only 28. Kobe went into that game not realizing how many points he scored. He just put his mind into, I scored 2, next play. I dropped another, next play.
Right.
What's the next thing? What's my assignment? What I got to do? Keep doing this. Where I got to get to? Where's my spot I got to get on the floor?
Absolutely.
He wasn't focused.
He wasn't focused.
He was the very next move.
He wasn't. Right. Yeah, he wasn't focused. That 81 points when he's getting up in the 20s, it's not creeping his head. Oh, I got to get 30. When he got to 30, he didn't creep his head. Oh, I got to get 40. When he got to 40, so on and so on, was led to him getting 81 points. He was focused, solely focused on what he had to do to win this game.
Right.
That 81 points just came because he was doing what he was supposed to do.
But isn't that a recipe for life?
Oh,
like
yes.
really, think about that and break it down and put it into your mind.
Yeah.
If you literally just focused on, which a lot of business people think this way, by the way. If you focus on just your next move, don't focus on, like, you can have goals, but focus on your next move. And pretty soon you keep putting these moves together, that fucking goal that you got, you're automatically going to get there.
Or you get there and you exceed what you initially planned.
There's lessons in this man's life.
But that's what the mama mentality wasn't about. People, like you said, you see the goal, you see this big picture, and you're so focused on this gigantic picture that you're missing all the little steps you have to take.
Take them steps
to get to this, and that's how Kobe did. Kobe broke the game down when he played. Even now, he broke it down in the details. Like, hey, I have to do this. I have to get here. This is my assignment. I can't miss this. This is going to mess me up. That's what mama mentality was. It was just stay focused, stay on your task, know your job, do what you got to do. Make sure you do it 100%. Make sure you gave your effort 100%.
Right.
And if you mess up, learn from it and come back right back at it. And keep attacking.
You can apply. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just got a comment that said, my boy Jizzle said his daughter died too on the chopper. That's crazy.
Just recently?
She was on there.
She was on that chopper with Kobe?
He just texted his daughter died. His daughter died too.
Not fucking bullshit.
He just put it up on the comments.
His daughter was on that plane. Was on
there, bro. I mean, listen. I'm sorry to the people who are listening, the people who are watching. We're doing this live. This story is breaking down.
13 years old.
This is just some awful, just a terrible. We planned on talking about this man's life and what he did. We did not know at all that his daughter was on there. That just makes it so much worse.
His oldest daughter.
God, I can do is pray for their family. And
because it's found when his daughter, like, him and his daughter, he coaches. Kobe coaches
this is terrible.
He coaches his 13-year-old daughter's basketball team. You know, Kobe has since when he left the NBA, returning to Laker games and nothing like that. But his daughter, from playing basketball, fell back in love made him fall back in love with the league. And you know what I'm saying, and his daughter had him going to Lakers games, so he was doing everything with his daughter, man. So
he been doing. They're saying that they was on the way to his basketball academy.
Yeah, his daughter.
No, I'm saying like that's where they were going.
That's when it happened when he was on.
Like I said, because him and his daughter had gotten to basketball. You know what I mean? So
I think she was actually really good.
Yeah, she was very good. I seen a couple of games. I seen her on Facebook and YouTube and shit, like watch videos like that. So she made Kobe get back into the love of, because he left basketball alone, but his daughter loved it. So he was like, if she loved it, let me put my all into. Which is crazy, man, because, I mean, I know his wife survived and his other daughter, you don't want to bury it.
I think he has, I saw pictures, I think he has, like, was it 4 kids?
Yeah.
I think so.
Something like that?
You don't want to bury your child. You don't want to lose.
You don't want to lose. Not like that.
Like
it's such a freak thing, man. It's such a freak. And I don't want to dwell on that. It's just that it's, the emotions is kind of hitting me, like, as I hear it.
Like, yeah, like all the ways that you would think in your life that you would possibly, die. The last thing that you would think of is, I'm going to die on a helicopter today. You know what I mean? Or ever.
You never know.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's the thing.
And this is probably something that he did on a normal basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they probably did this a couple times a week. Oh, let me get from here to there, using the same chopper, or doing the same normal things. You know what I mean? It just makes you wonder, like, what went wrong at this one particular time for this to happen?
Supposedly it was a lot of, from how I read it. I had a report in front of my face. It was heavy fog and,
it could be anything when it comes to that, though.
Yeah.
Like, any one little thing in a helicopter or a plane could cause whatever. We don't know exactly what happened, but it could be something very small. It could be a bird. You realize that? Like, birds fly into, I'm talking about planes now. Birds can fly into the plane turbine and completely fuck it up. You realize? Like, it could be anything, bro. Cars. Your fucking wheel could lock up while you drive it. You just never know.
Yeah, and it's when you say fucked up, but when God,
you're right.
Or whatever religion you believe in, when it's time for you to go home or wherever.
Yeah, when it's your time. It's your time.
I mean, let's not get on the somber note. I just didn't expect to hear the news. I thought all his kids were still alive.
Yeah, I just want to, again, we want to send our condolences to the Bryant family.
Yeah, absolutely.
To all those affected,
we pray that y'all get through this tough time, and our prayers go out to you. But
absolutely,
let's let's get back to
remembering that man and what he brought not only to the game, but and the fucked up thing is, man, my man Nope was just reading his book, and I'm like, yo, let me know how it is, because I was gonna buy it, and I hate that I forgot about it until right now, because now I know I'm going to go get it. But I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to get
the reason of you going to get it even more now is
just like it's like when Nipsey passed. Like, I was a Nipsey fan, but like everybody wanted to listen to his music when he's
after
gone,
he died and shit.
When he's been great all this time.
Right, exactly. And the crazy thing is we knew.
But the thing is, we knew Kobe was great. It is not like I said, that's why I hope nobody wants to now throw Kobe. I had Kobe in my top 5. I had my Kobe behind. I had Kobe behind Jordan. It was Kobe, Jordan, me personally.
Okay.
That's how I was.
That's how I was. I was
still Jordan first. But
No. Jordan first.
That's what he said. Kobe behind Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. I always had mine. Jordan,
I agree.
Then Kobe. I never had Jordan, LeBron, and then whoever.
No.
I had it Jordan, then Kobe. That's what it's gonna piss me off that now that he's
championships alone.
And people's gonna see that he's gone. Oh yeah, we really overlook Kobe. Let's put Kobe. Don't do it now. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a slap in the face in the man. Keep your opinion on how you felt about him, but also remember what he did. Because Kobe, man, like,
they're gonna teach. I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to expand on your point. They're gonna teach. How that man, like, they're going to teach that in basketball academies and schools. They're going to teach, or business schools. They're going to teach that, man.
I'm pretty sure Kobe went to spoke to different businesses.
He definitely did.
Yeah, you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
For a fact.
It's
I
just
watched a couple of his
because
speeches.
I love how he approached it. Kobe was no nonsense. When Kobe stepped across that, he may dash you up after the game, but when Kobe got on that court,
no friends.
It was no friends. It was, I'm going to attack you for the next 60 minutes. Try to stop me. Put your best defender on me. I'm going to stop. I'm going to show you what to do. Because we speaking earlier off air about how I said Rajah Bell. You didn't know. He considered him, he played for the Sixers and he played for the Suns. He would consider himself a quote-unquote Kobe stopper.
And I said, there was no one, and I've said this before, anybody who knows me closely knows that I've said this before. You can't, because I remember LeBron and them was playing Kobe. I'm like, you're not going to stop him. You're just going to, you maybe can slow him down. You're not, that means if he's averaging 40 that year, the nigga might get 35, 32. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he's going to be in the 30s.
The best one was when him and LeBron was playing in the All-Star game. And Kobe
was playing for real?
Playing for real. That's the year he got his, I think he got his nose broke by D. Wade. That's when the Heels, the Miami Heels, as they called them, was in the bed.
Okay.
But Kobe, I remember Kobe punching LeBron shit from behind. And he was pissed because he was guarding LeBron James on, when LeBron was on offense, Kobe was guarding.
Right.
He was pissed that LeBron, like, he's pointing to LeBron, I want you. When he had the ball.
I can see that.
I want you.
That's Kobe, man.
That's Kobe. But that's the mentality he had. I don't send me your best so I can show you how much better I am.
Correct.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Because even Kobe did that when he played his first All-Star game against Jordan.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And I think Jordan, I don't remember what happened though.
But he went at him. I remember they had a game when Jordan was with the Bulls. This is the 98 Bulls. It's the...
Okay, in their prime.
The prime Bulls. I think Jordan had 36 and Kobe had 34.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
But that shows you, this is finally Kobe gets to start. He's like, I'm going to show you that this man is not much better than me. My mentality is game. I'm going to show you.
I'm telling you. The closest comparable individual in the NBA to Jordan is Kobe.
Absolutely. I've said that for years and years and years. That's why he was held in such a high regard also. But who told that story? Because I want to just go back on that story.
What?
They told that story. It wasn't Jalen Rose. It was somebody. Somebody. You'll remember when I start talking about it. How he said that he wanted to go practice before the game they had on the Lakers. Like, the guy was playing the Lakers, he was playing Kobe, and Kobe was in the same gym practicing and shit like that. He said he got there before, he said I forgot the guy's name, but he said when he got there, Kobe was already practicing. Like he was practicing for an hour.
Yeah, I know. He was dripping his sweat. He said he was dripping his sweat.
Yeah.
It's just hours before the game got there. Kobe was already had a puddle of sweat.
Was that Jalen Rose?
Practicing. It wasn't Jalen Rose, it was somebody else.
It was at practice.
He was practicing, right? And he said he came and he did his thing. He practiced and shit. And he said that motherfucker just kept seeing Kobe keep going, so he kept going. And then he wound up leaving, and Kobe was still going. And he was like, God damn, this motherfucker's a madman. Like, he's crazy.
I want to say it was Ron. I want to say it's a teammate. It might have to have been
It wasn't a teammate, bro. It was somebody. It was playing him. Because he said he dropped like 40 on him that game. He dropped like 40 on him. But he was like, he came after the game and went over to him and was like, yo, man, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, yo, he was like, damn, you must, like, that's why you're so good. You practice so much. He was like, dog, I saw you there. I wasn't leaving until your ass left. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the kind of man this nigga was. He was like, I was going to keep going until you fucking left. Because I couldn't show you that you was better, that you was going to be better than me. I had to show you to put fear in that man's heart.
Like,
before game. Not even at the game. Just let you know that. I'm here when you got here. I'm going to be in your house when you leave.
Right.
Eating your cookies, leaving dirty dishes.
That's this.
Yeah.
That's something you can't just come up with when you like, oh, I'm going to do
nigga,
that's this.
That's just like Spike Lee talking shit to Cole. And Cole.
This is new.
Yeah.
To me.
Spike Lee he talks shit to Reggie Miller and torture him. He'll talk shit to him on the sideline. And he just looked at it. He said, I'm gonna bust y'all. I'm about to bust y'all ass now.
Okay.
And just went on a fucking rampage on
Dumbass Spike. Don't get a nigga like that mad. That's like getting Jordan mad. You get those guys mad, they don't get mad and start playing like they get focused and go into now I'm gonna bust your ass.
They do it and just to look at you and like, you thought that you was doing something. I'm here to embarrass that ass.
That's like on that movie, what was that, The Wood? When what the fuck, Stacy went to go beat up the nigga Mike. You remember that shit? And he punched him. And he was like, that nigga looked at him and started whipping his ass. That's Kobe.
Yeah, that's Kobe.
He knew he could beat you, but he won't beat you that bad. And then you punched him, and then he said, all bets are off. I'm going to bust your ass right now.
Like when he dropped that 81, Jalen Rose was like, this man, like, he's like, Jalen, like, I got 40 of them, baby.
Your hand hot.
Yeah, right, yeah. That's exactly what he'll tell you after the game. Kobe will tell you, your hand hot. I'm an all-star.
It's just crazy.
Nah, this can't be real. I still feel that way, bro.
When I heard this shit, I did not want to believe that Kobe died.
Listen, I seen it on my boys' post, and I'm like, immediately, nah, that's fake news. I don't believe it. I'm here. I'm on ESPN. We watching ESPN while you saying it. We all are on computers.
Well, tell the story. Tell the actual story of what was going on. Let them know what happened behind the scenes.
We were literally getting ready to do an episode, totally, completely different episode that we had planned for today. And as we were getting ready to go live to proceed with this episode, Dre received a phone call. And, we didn't pay no mind to it. We were still doing our thing. And Dre yells in the background, "What?" So in the back of my mind, when I hear a what like that, somebody's dead or in jail or, somebody needs help. And something really, really negative happened.
Yeah.
So I'm interested at this point. And he's like, hell no, Kobe ain't died. And I'm like, Kobe who? Bryant? No. So Kev looking it up like, it's just not on ESPN. We watching ESPN as it is. It's not coming down there. We see TMZ, and it's like, okay, if it could be, it could not be. You know what I mean? But then as we start going on Facebook, we see other people posting it.
Well, I seen it before y'all got here. Somebody had put a post, TMZ reports Kobe died in a plane crash. I looked at that shit, was like, nah. First thing I did, went to my sports show, my sports app, Bleacher Report. Right. I'm scrolling through this shit. I'm like, I don't see nothing here that says Kobe died. Like, why is niggas... Don't play with that. Like that. Don't play with, you know what I mean? That's Kobe Bryant. Like, come on, dog. If you want to say Joe Schmo that played one season with the Timbuktu,
we don't want anyone dying.
I don't want nobody dying.
Yeah, because they had a bunch of stuff like that happen.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, famous people getting killed.
People dying on the internet and it not being true. And it's like, nah, man, that's just fake news. So that can't be real. That shit would be blasted everywhere.
Yeah, it would have been blasted everywhere.
So as we're looking for it, we start seeing like little clues, like what's his name, Adrian Wojnarowski or something like that from ESPN Sports Center.
I looked on Yahoo and saw Fox I looked on Google actually and saw Fox News report it, and that's when I was like,
I started seeing it on New York
Fox News with
the New York Post.
Yeah, but they like shit
New
like
York
that.
Post
they
have put it up. It just
I seen New York Post.
It started going on, and then I seen Fox posted, and then once I seen it on, then it popped up on TV. During the Pro Bowl, and they that's when we were like, damn, that's crazy.
We didn't want to believe it. Like that's some shit that it's like, nah, I'm a hold out until I see, because I'm expecting full well to see, go on Instagram and see the nigga get on there like, I'm not dead, y'all. Yeah. I'm fine. We weren't even on that helicopter we were supposed to be. Honestly, that's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for that.
I was on Twitter and like, I see he posted because LeBron just passed him. I'm like, all right, Kobe's about to put on Twitter, I'm not dead. Stop with this bullshit.
Right.
And it didn't come through.
Right.
I didn't really, even if I seen the New York Post shit, it still wasn't sinking in. It really didn't sink in. It may sound corny, but when I was watching ESPN, they're talking about cutting the Pro Bowl off. All these players on the Pro Bowl, none of these guys know what's going on. They're playing football.
They probably found out when they got to the sideline.
Yeah, so I'm like,
and that probably fuck your whole game. Yeah. It's like, I can't even have fun now.
Yeah, because I'm like, all right.
Because these is kids on the field. Regardless, these are kids.
These is people that watch Y'all watch Kobe play. I watch Kobe play.
Right.
Y'all young. So like I said, my brother who passed away, God rest his soul, Chopper. He was a Kobe fan.
Yep.
He loved Kobe. He watched Kobe. Like everybody he would go past. Like I could say I had Jordan and Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I went to the basketball courts with the younger kids, they was out there practicing Kobe's moves.
Right.
They was out there practicing the fadeaway, the Kobe. They had the 8 jerseys on.
Yeah, I think everybody had. I didn't have one.
I mean,
everybody had the Kobe jersey.
Everybody had the Kobe jersey.
The 8 jersey. 24.
Yeah, I see it. That's what I'm a Knicks fan, so I'm not gonna rock the other teams.
Yeah, I definitely do.
I rock a lot of different basketball teams. Nothing that affects me. And Kobe affected me because he would like I said, he'd come to the Garden.
He break your heart. We know.
Well, that's
on purpose.
He broke ours.
But the thing was,
he broke our dreams.
Yeah,
that's what you seen kids emulating at the courts was Kobe. As I got older, it was Kobe. The fadeaway, the throws.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
I didn't learn to respect it until I got older.
Yeah, well, it was somebody you hated to love.
Right.
He was somebody you hated to love.
Kobe made niggas rock Adidas at first.
Yeah,
remember Kobe was ugly,
boy. The toasters, yeah. The first one, the Crazy Eights were good. Crazy Eights was nice. The first ones, yeah. Then when they got to the toasters, it was like, all right, enough. Get these.
But I'm saying,
them shits look like
Kobe had people rocking not the shell type Adidas, but his actual sneakers with Adidas.
The Crazy Eights was nice.
Yeah. But once he came to Nike, them shits.
Oh yeah, Nike. Yeah,
them shits.
I own a pair of Kobe's right now.
Yeah.
I just bought my son a pair of Kobe's. Like I got a pair of Kobe's, all white Kobe's upstairs now.
Dog, I remember when we was playing on the
DJ Parquet gonna say, "I'm still grieving Ghost."
Okay, Ghost is a fictional character.
Yeah, but you know
he's saying that's
like he's not even over that yet. Now Kobe, you know what I'm saying?
Here, it's hard, and I wish my cousin Shark when we had when we was playing them in the championship, and I remember I was so mad, but I thought this fucking shirt was so clever. He got an airbrush. Airbrushing was the shit. He got airbrushed. Mind you, this is I think after we won game 1. Was it game 1? Yeah, game 1. He had Iverson laying on the ground and Kobe taking the shit on him. I fucking hated to love that shirt, and I hope he still has it because that shit should go on the Smithsonian. Like it was such a clever shirt, and I hated it back then, but now it's just like, damn. I'm just thinking about all the shit that you know what I'm saying.
That game, like the best playoff game I remember with Kobe Bryant was the Lakers and Blazers series. I think it was when they route to their first championship. That game went 7.
Damn, who was playing on the Blazers back then?
That was
Rasheed
Wallace.
Who was the guard? Who was the point guard?
It was another Wallace. It called the Mighty Mouse was his nickname.
What was his name?
No. Ben Wallace. His name is Mighty Mouse.
I know you talk about. What was his name? Yo, let's find that name. Damn it.
I can't remember. I'll find it.
Please, you got the Google machine. Jujule it. Jujule it.
Jujule.
Because I remember him. No, it was Stoudemire. Damon Stoudemire. Yeah,
Damon Stoudemire. You had him. You had, I think, what was the ball head dude, man?
You might be talking about Rasheed Wallace. He had a ball spot.
No, he didn't have a ball spot. I gotta look up it. But that series was like one of the best.
It wasn't Sam Cassell.
No, it wasn't. It was
Where did he play? I forget.
He played for Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah. That was an ugly motherfucker though.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
One day we're gonna have a conversation about how ugly motherfuckers was back then. That's the truth. There was some ugly niggas.
Yeah.
One day we're gonna talk about like after the dust settles a little bit, what made Kobe cut his hair. I know the fro was creeping back, but when he cut his hair, that shit shocked me. I was like, why you cut your hair?
And then he turned up.
Yeah. he got real serious after that.
He was in his Jordan wave. That's what it was. Oh, Jordan got the baldy. Let him know how close I am to Jordan. Let me get this baldy. Let me start holding my tongue out, jumping from the line. You know what I'm saying? Let me start spin. Let me start doing 360 dunks. Let me do dunks under the rim.
It's slam dunk contest.
Slam on
anything.
It's slam dunk contest was crazy. I think he had a dunk on. I think he dunked on Steve Nash one time. Steve Nash tried to take a charge.
And
he
might have.
He yammed on him.
Nigga,
the best.
When Kobe used to dunk on anyone.
The best one was when he dunked on the entire Nets. This is 24 Kobe. He dunked on the entire Brooklyn Nets squad.
All right.
He dunked on like 3 people.
That's when they were ultra trash.
Yeah. No, that's what they had.
Sure. Steph Curry back then?
No, I said Brooklyn Nets. This is
Brooklyn. Oh my God.
That's when they had when
Jay-Z
with the Kardashian
spitting in his mansion.
What's Kardashian one of the full Kardashian
like
they on that team?
They were talking about what's his name? He looked like a low budget Blake Griffin.
He got dunked on.
What was his name?
A low budget.
People would know who we were talking about if you say who it was. He looked like a low budget Blake Griffin. He was Blake Griffin before Blake Griffin. What was his name? You got the choo-choo machine.
I got nigga.
He does.
I gotta listen, nigga. It's hard to Google
basketball players who dated Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
Chris
Humphries.
Chris Humphries.
He
look at him and you'll see he looks like fucking a low budget.
He does.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
He looks like he played on
a creative team
or some shit.
Yeah, he do look like I'm looking at the picture now. He looks like a crossover of Blake Griffin and the nigga that played in what's that vampire movie? Twilight.
Fucking Pattinson.
The boy that played the werewolf. The werewolf bull.
Oh, what the fuck is his name?
From the Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yo, all right. Can I get a side note? Because we're going to laugh in Kobe's name today. Can I get a side note? Have you ever watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
I had to. That's my daughter. That was my daughter's favorite movie.
Terrible.
That was my daughter. Kiara, my oldest daughter. That was her favorite movie.
My nieces was watching. Oh my God!
I had to watch that movie 100 times.
When that nigga started dance fighting and break dancing and singing, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Chris Humphrey was a cross. Well, look,
he was a bad guy.
But look, Chris Humphrey.
He was Shark Man.
He's a crossover of Blake Griffin.
Yeah, he is.
And the werewolf bull.
Yeah, he is.
He
looks like he's
look high.
The Backstreet Boys.
He look high right now.
I'm gonna hit my mic, fucking shit up. Like,
nah, that.
Back to Kobe. He dunked on him.
Yeah, but he was a creative player. He didn't matter.
That was a 66 on 2K. He only got to 82 when he started going with the Kardashians. He paid for his numbers at that point.
A nigga is a 66 in real life.
You start off in 66 when you're nothing on 2K.
A nigga who was a 66 in real life should just hang it.
Here go the dunk of the year. That's when Kobe dunked on. I think he dunked on Dwight Howard and hit the nigga with like the nuts to the forehead. Like,
Dwight Howard's a bitch.
Dwight Howard's like, oh my God.
And he enjoyed it.
He was like, I got nuts in my face. Oh
he was
my
like,
God.
oh, I'm getting paid for this.
Yeah, this is my job. Turn that down. Hey, yo, man, I just want to send prayers up. Like in the middle of this podcast, just send prayers up to Kobe, bro. Like, you know,
yeah, man.
I hate to have. I know you knew how many people loved you back then because you was a star, but like, bro, come on. The love that you get right now, because love, let's say energy never dies. Love is energy. You feel this. I know you feel this shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though we hated when our teams played you, we fucking respected the shit out you, and there's still a love in that.
I thoroughly enjoyed watching you play.
Absolutely.
Anytime you played, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We hated to love you, dog.
Yeah, he had Dwight Howard the meme posted like his whole ball sack.
You still on that?
Yeah, because his ball sack.
About his nuts?
Yeah, he hit him. This is number 8. This is number 8, Kobe. Nigga, look.
Let me see that.
Hit the rewind on that shit. Like, look, I nuts hit him in his forehead. We can't show this. Go look up Kobe Bryant.
Look at his face. Look at the white face after when he looked at Kobe.
Go look up. You get a chance. Kobe Bryant dunks with Dwight Howard.
I'll tell you one thing. That nut grabbing that Dwight Howard was doing when he was on the Magic, he couldn't get away with that shit on the Lakers. You grab Kobe's nuts, nigga, you gonna die. You was gonna die that day. I guarantee you that. Man. Dwight. But
Dwight should have rolled my lips.
That's man. So I don't know, man. Let's get on to some nice things about Kobe that you just remember, because I share my stories.
Yeah, I remember he called Dwight Howard a bitch when he played with Houston Rockets.
That's what I'm saying.
He called him soft. Well, after he left the Lakers.
He was soft.
He tried to fight. I'm looking at the video now. Him trying to fight Kobe. It's 24. Like Kobe. That's the thing, but. Kobe didn't want you on his team if he was no Matt Barnes.
You had to be mentally strong.
Remember the infamous Matt?
Wait. Oh, go ahead.
The infamous Matt Barnes throwing the ball in Kobe Bryant's face, and Kobe didn't fucking flinch. Like, it was an inbound play, and Matt Barnes, like, threw the ball at Kobe's face. It was, like, inches from his nose. Like, centimeters from his nose, and Kobe didn't flinch. He just looked at Matt Barnes.
Mamba.
And after the game, he told me, when Kobe recruited him to the Lakers, he said, "You a crazy motherfucker. I like crazy motherfuckers.
I like crazy motherfuckers.
Like you, I want you on my team." And that's how he said Matt Barnes. That's how he became.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you never seen when Matt Barnes tried to, like, I gotta show you the video. Like, show me the vid.
When you was talking about while you finding the vid, I was just thinking about the Chris Childs and Kobe debacle.
The two-piece. I remember that shit, man.
Hey, Kobe, you lit up my childhood. That was before social media. When that shit happened,
I watched that game.
It traveled like social media because I didn't see the game.
By the word of mouth.
It was crazy.
Look how close he got that ball to Kobe's face.
Oh shit! Kobe said.
Kobe didn't flinch when that happened, but back to the Matt
Shaq was like, "Get him, Kobe."
back to the Chris Child. I remember that game because they was arguing, and Kobe had pushed Chris Child, and Chris Child hit him with the smoothest.
Yo, the thing about it is when you were watching that game live, it happened so fast. You were like, "Yo, did he just hit that nigga? Yo, did he just hit him?" And then they rewound it and rewound it and rewound it.
Kobe didn't want no songs with Chris Child after the ref got involved.
Hey, Kobe. Yeah, you might have developed a mama mentality.
After that was when the mama mentality.
Yo, he went home and said, never again. I'm going to drop 90
basketball and kung fu at the same time.
Yo, you remember you said that nigga dropped 50 on y'all all the time?
That was because of that. Every time he came, y'all just endorsed this nigga stealing off.
The Knicks, every time Kobe came to play the Knicks, they played Chris Child fucking montage up there.
The thing is, they'll have the opposite effect. Yeah, they have the opposite effect. You just piss that nigga off.
Yo, do you remember the Lakers and the fucking the Sacramento Kings battles they used to have?
Yes, absolutely.
Dog.
Because I didn't want to see the Sacramento Kings back then. That was Chris Webber, fucking Jason Williams. Fucking it might have been what's his name? Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby. That's who it was.
Chris Childs, Peja
Stojakovic. Oh my God.
Vlade Divac.
Yeah, back then. Yeah.
That's
when nobody had no smoke for Shaq though. No one.
Nobody.
No one.
But Shaq would have this fucking assassin. Just like it was like
having a giant and be like, I could put the ball in the air wherever I want and he'll just grab it.
It's like I have this bomb that's going to go on, but I'm going to master y'all with this machine gun for a little while. And when y'all get tired of this machine gun mastering y'all, I'm going to blow myself up. Shaq was the bomb, but Kobe was the machine gun.
That was like starting with a fucking vibrator and ending off with that big power massage. That's what that was like. Never mind.
It went left already.
Because you have to, the thing is,
you got to remember to have
I was going to say, it's not natural for us to not, like, I don't care who it is, because I know even at my funeral, God, I don't want to speak this into it, but like, even at a person that we know funeral, you're gonna be sad, but you're gonna laugh and think about the good times that you had with him. And since we don't know that man personally, we just got to go over the shit that might have made us chuckle, or might have, or the shit that wasn't so dark, because it's a lot to learn from this. Like, on some serious shit, it's a lot to learn from this dude's life. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to learn from it. Other than the shock of him being gone, I can learn a lot from it. That's why I will purchase the book. I just really am disappointed because I got so many other books that I didn't fucking finish yet.
Get Audible.
I'm just going to get, I want the physical book.
I mean, you can buy it, but Audible is good too.
I agree.
It's good to have.
I agree. Because I'm on the road a lot.
You're on the road.
But I like actually touching the pages, turning the pages, going, like, I'm that kind of guy. But yes, Audible is better because I'm on the road and I can actually try to digest it a little bit better.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you can get both. You can have the Audible and you in the car, like,
waste the money, but yeah. No, I'm talking about to buy both usually, but I'll do that with Kobe, though.
I mean,
only if he's narrating. If he's narrating, I'll buy that shit.
Yeah, I'll buy books. I only buy books that the narrator has to be speaking.
Yeah, absolutely. Not that fucking robot.
What if it's Morgan Freeman?
Shit, I might buy that.
Or Samuel L. Jackson.
I'll buy that.
I'll buy that one for
Like,
sure.
look, it's more free. I remember the time I dropped 81 points on Toronto Raptors.
It was a stormy day.
It was cold outside.
He was a peculiar man.
Jalen Rose
Christopher
was
Childs.
Jalen Rose was guarding me.
When I saw him cock back, I couldn't believe, and he hit me with a 2-piece with the greatest of ease.
The smoothest two-piece any man can ever imagine. Man,
I vowed never to go to Colorado ever again.
Yeah. Okay, so Morgan Freeman could definitely read a book.
Yo, Mamba, man. He was one of the best, dog.
Yeah, man.
one of the fucking best, man. If I swear to God, just like anybody else, I'm not going to say Dr. Martin Luther King and all that, but just like anybody else, he's going to be revered for the rest of our life. I would be surprised if in 10 years he won't get a day. At least in LA.
Oh, in LA, yeah, for sure.
He won't get a day.
Because I don't think, does he have a statue? I don't know if he has a statue yet.
He's going to have a statue too.
Because Shaq has a statue out of his leg.
Kobe going to get a statue.
He might have one out there, but I know Magic's out there.
He started and ended.
I know Magic's out there, Kareem's out there, and Shaq's out there. So Kobe should Kobe, literally the Staples Center should be named
the Kobe Center.
Yeah, or the Mamba.
If I was hey bro, if I was a billionaire and I bought that shit, I would definitely call. Like I wouldn't even call it the Campbell Center. That's my last name. I wouldn't even call it that. I was like, yo, we gotta call this shit the Kobe Bryant fucking center.
They don't name it that because they name it after like businesses and that Staples.
Kobe Bryant Incorporated Center.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna dedicate a whole wing. I know LA's gonna do something big for him. This is LeBron. Like, I know you're in LA and you really had a hard time winning over Laker fans. From Kobe fans, you're really.
No, I think he didn't even think about that on some real shit. You say what you want about that nigga, man. He's still a stand-up dude.
Yeah, oh yeah, I
still a stand-up nigga.
I love LeBron as, like I said, I respect LeBron as a man. If I disrespect him, it's on just in between the lines basketball court. But as far as a good father and all, the same way I feel about Kobe. I hated Kobe, but I just was like, I hate him because he was just so fucking good.
Yeah.
It wasn't because he was a bad person or bad human being. Like, why can't nobody stop this motherfucker? Why can't you got two people guarding? How did he just fucking knock it down and fade away 3 on you guys?
Because he's relentless.
Like, it wasn't.
If you could take 5 words from each of us, 5 words. I might knock it down to 3 if you can't think of them. 5 words to describe Kobe. What's your 5 words?
Assassin, dedication, fearless, relentless. Determined. Like
those are mine. Everything you just said,
it's unstoppable. He's just as fuck. When he came in your building, I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna say, damn, I hope this nigga only drops 18.
He's a fair factor.
You like, Jesus. You start at 60 and work your way back. Like, I hope this nigga don't come here and drop 50 on me tonight. Please at least hold this motherfucker to 25. Can y'all do that? Or he got the ball in his hand and like
shoot him.
Yeah,
that's the only thing you can do because you're not stopping him.
Yeah,
you can slow him down, trip him, tie his shoes together when he's not looking. You cannot stop Kobe.
There's nothing you can do with Kobe. It's just like
period.
It was like, here this motherfucker comes. And every NBA player that you ever talk to, they all say the same thing. Like, when Kobe came to town, like I went to bed early. I got my rest. I wasn't like. I knew I had this motherfucker all night. I knew I was gonna go through hell with this guy.
Well, they should have been fucking preparing like he was preparing because he was knocking the shit down.
For real.
That's how you get 5 championships.
Yeah.
Out of how many?
5 or 7.
Nigga went to 7. Think about it. Nigga went to 7.
Yeah.
Dynasty.
He lost to the Pistons and he lost to the Celtics.
I remember when the Pistons were that good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when the Pistons were holding motherfuckers.
That was with Chauncey Billups?
Yeah, that's when the Pistons. When you think about that shit, was holding teams to like 60 points.
Yeah.
Now motherfuckers can't hold nobody under 100.
Yeah.
I was watching old NBA games like, damn. Watching that old finals with the Lakers in Detroit, I'm like, damn.
Didn't the Sixers hold the Lakers under 100 last night?
I don't know. I ain't watched.
No, but I'm talking about final. The end of the game was like the end of the game for the Pistons and the Lakers was fucking 89 to 84. What the fuck?
Wait, that's when they was balling, nigga.
Yeah,
they was balling.
That's when niggas was like taking games serious, like playing defense. Niggas now scared to get dunked on. Like that's why I say about Kobe entering the slam dunk contest.
You paid me $30 million or whatever the fuck y'all be paying them niggas. You dunk on me all day. I don't give a fuck.
I'm saying that Kobe went to the dunk contest.
Give me $1 million. I'll let you
Nah,
dunk on me.
because if you
dunk on me in a
want
regular
to
court.
be good at your craft, you ain't trying to let nobody dunk on you. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna
Pass
practice.
that XO, my nigga.
You could have said
You're gonna
practice.
we gotta take one. We gotta take one for my man Cole.
Yeah.
We gotta take
Cups
each
right
one
here,
of us.
bro.
You just gonna pass me a random cup? I'm with you though.
No, this cup was the cup we brought downstairs for you.
Oh, all right, word. Yeah, I'll take one for Kobe. I'm sick, but I'll take one for Kobe.
It's a not cold out, bro.
That's not true at all.
This is it's a shot. That's definitely a shot.
That's not true at all.
For
Knock
real.
cold out. Since when do fucking alcohol knock any cold out?
That's why you drink a hot toddy.
What you think? What you
That's
think?
called a hot toddy.
What do you think? What's the name?
Alcohol in it.
Cat Dre. What do you think is in your in your medicine that you got to take? It's alcohol in there.
Medicine.
It's alcohol. Read. It's alcohol in there.
That ain't it though.
It's just it's whiskey. All right, man.
That nigga say what you.
Listen, man. Moment of silence. This is for Kobe Bean Bryant. This is for number 8 or 24, whatever you love the best. Laker Nation, Kobe Bryant. This is for you, man. Moment of silence.
Oh, I wanted to, yeah.
This shot's for you.
Back to the shits.
Yes.
We love Kobe, but back to the shits. All right.
We ain't really had nobody comment. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of Kobe fans watching that could have said something. Y'all can.
Niggas is hurting. It just happened. Niggas might just be hurting and they don't even want to believe it themselves.
Yeah, man. Like, you got anything to say about Kobe? Like I said, we willing to read it while we're going live right now. Shout your name out. You got anything to say that you want to remember about Kobe? Like
Anybody, bro.
Anybody, it's your time to shine. Because
if you want to get some shit off your chest.
yes, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
get some
saying?
shit off your chest. We talking about one of the greatest to do it, man.
It
If not, then we chilling, but we want to talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to work through it. Because that's my childhood right there. Somebody dying, like, that's my childhood.
Because you think about it, you had him, you had Kobe, you had AI, you had McGrady at the time. This when the NBA was good.
Brady couldn't even stop him. He could just slow him down.
You had Kevin Garnett at that. Those are some of the best All-Star games you watched. Like,
That's when they actually wore their jerseys.
I remember this slam dunk contest. He was sick in that.
Yeah.
He was sick. I watched that slam dunk contest. He was sick in that motherfucker. They got the dunk because Brandy was there. Brandy was actually in the audience. That's how they knew that he went to the prom because he had the dunk in the corner. She was like right there behind him, cheering him on. Like,
That was weird.
it was his date.
Brandy was popping back then
That's
too.
what Brandy
remember?
was. That
You
was.
talking about Brandy Norwood?
Yeah, the singer Brandy.
Nigga, this guy.
Don't nobody got time for your shenanigans.
I mean, I'm just saying, Brandy, but
Brandy that committed a homicide, vehicular Brandy.
she definitely did. Let's not talk about it. No. She was involved in an accident that killed somebody. The result was, that's different.
Let's just
Let's switch gears. Let's switch gears out of that. We'll switch gears out of that. But,
Anybody, we just talk about Kobe right now. So if you know anything about Kobe, come on, man, speak on it. We'd like to hear what y'all think about Kobe.
Anybody read his book? Did you enjoy the documentary that they put out years ago?
Have you ever
that
watched?
was good.
Have you ever watched a show on? Well, I have ESPN Plus. He has a joint called Details,
That might have been it.
where he breaks down the details of NBA players, like the assignments they missed, what they should have done. Like Kobe, that's what kills me. Like Kobe, like I know he coached his daughter team that passed away with him. But Kobe,
that's crazy.
Kobe could have been a coach. Kobe could have been somebody that's just sat on the sidelines because Kobe seen shit that nobody ever, that they didn't see. Shit they didn't see. I'm watching Details, how Kobe would just break shit down. It'd make it easier for you to understand the game.
But that's the thing. That's how you become great. You pay attention to the details and the shit that nobody else sees, you see. Then after a while, your brain just starts. It starts acting in that way.
It's a natural.
Yeah.
It's a natural. Oh shit. It's just crazy, man. Like that guy, man. He was just
They're gonna teach this shit. I guarantee you.
Oh, they are, man. They have no choice, but like
fucking Kobe though.
Yeah, I just don't want to believe. I just don't want to like. The more we talk about it, I'm like this. My girl asked me, was I crying? Like I'm not crying, but like I had this weight on my chest. Like damn, like
you feel it in the pit of your stomach.
Yeah, like this is not how it's supposed to go. Like he was supposed to have his, because I know he's a walking Hall of Fame.
Automatic.
Like he's like
first ballot.
As soon as his eligibility was up, if he was alive, as soon as he was eligible for the Hall of Fame, he was walking right in there.
Absolutely.
It was no doubt he was going to the NBA Hall of Fame, because like everybody in the NBA at the time when he was in it at his prime, he was the man. You had a fear when he came to your building. You had a fear. Everybody had a natural fear of Kobe. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That same fear people had when Jordan would come to their building. Like, here this motherfucker comes.
Yep. You gotta get ready for this motherfucker. And the coaches probably said, listen, we're not gonna be able to stop him, because I don't give a fuck who you are. You gotta be a real coach. Not gonna be able to stop him.
So everybody else
can contain him.
Let's contain him. Let's slow the rest of the team down.
Right. Make him beat us.
I remember he lost a playoff game to the Suns, but he was trying to prove a point. Everybody said he couldn't pass, and he like I think it was like Game 7.
That's a damn shame.
He just started passing up open shots, but he just wanted to prove to motherfuckers like, hey, I can pass. But it cost him a playoff game.
Because let's be real. The one thing that we knew about Kobe, especially
we always said Kobe.
That nigga was a gun.
Kobe, I'm open.
But you realize, and people will say Jordan was a gun. People say the best players are. People say Iverson was a gun. Like,
but they got the job done.
Right, those guys had to be guns.
That's what they got paid for.
And if you remember those years of LeBron James, like I think the first Miami years. Like, the first Miami years. He was passing a lot, and niggas was mad that he was passing. He like, damn.
You can't
win.
You wanted to have that assassin mentality. Like, these guys knew. We down by 12.
Give me the ball.
Kobe like, I'm gonna dig this out of this fucking 12.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of games you be like, this motherfucker.
Because that's your role. Your role.
Like, why this motherfucker not like giving up? He wouldn't give up. Even if he lose, win, or draw, he'd be like, I'm gonna get us where we gotta get to. Win, lose, or draw. If I lose, I left like everything on the fucking court.
Correct. It was like Kobe was like, if we lose, y'all niggas ain't gonna blame me.
Well, that's
I'm too nice.
But I think that's what it is. It's like great players like that will say, so if we lose, you blame me. If we win, it's all of us. Like that's what that is.
But that's the mark of a great player. Cause like think about it. I remember he had to sit down with Shaq, and him and Shaq got back together. They been pieced up. But he said when Shaq won his championship when he left the Lakers with Miami Heat, Kobe, man, he said, I was pissed. He said, I was pissed that you got one before I got one. So I had to. He really wanted Shaq to leave so he could prove to everybody I can win without you.
Right.
He said I was pissed. He said I sat there. He said that's why I went and got two. I had to He said I had to outdo you. I had to be. But think of that mentality. Yeah. Not that you happy like. You know, most motherfuckers will see you like, yeah, man, I was happy that you got your championship.
Nah, fuck that.
He ain't say it. They said, no, I was pissed.
Yeah, fuck that.
He said, fuck with you. I'm not going to bullshit you. I was pissed that you got that one.
I'm with
you. Got your shit before I got mine.
Right. I'm with Kobe on that. Fuck niggas. I'm mad you got your shit, and I'm going to get my shit. You can get your shit, but I'm going to get my shit better than you.
Yeah, like, but that's the
period.
Look at that mentality you got to have.
Mamba.
That you go be like, I went back in that gym. I worked so fucking hard. I went to management. I need the pieces I need. This motherfucker got one before me. I'm going to go get me one. Now I'm going to go get me two.
Look up the guy who trained Jordan. Because the same guy trained, because he wrote a book too.
Oh, he trained
Ray Dalio, is it?
He trained Dwayne Wade too, I think.
Yeah, he trained all of them. Like he's because he got a really good book out. I think it's Ray Dalio, but I might be wrong. It might be another dude.
Tim Grover.
Tim Grover, that's
Tim
his
Grover.
name.
Yeah, Tim Grover is one of the best.
Yeah, I was way off. I'm thinking of another rich dude who wrote a book.
Tim Grover, he trained
for real.
He trained
both of them niggas.
He trained both, but
it's an interesting story about like how he trained Kobe. I don't think Jordan recommended them or nothing. It was just like yo, I need to be a killer like that guy.
But he had it. He said it.
Yeah, but that helped him.
He said it. He said it when he played. He wasn't scared. Kobe, I think how Kobe approached the game. Most people come into the league, and I don't think this is what Kobe didn't have. You come to the league as a young player. The first thing you see, oh shit, you see Jordan. You see that name on the back of the jersey, which is Jordan.
Right.
You see 23. You see the Bulls. Boom, boom, boom. Kobe looked at you like, nigga, you my opponent. You play for the Bulls, you wear 23, your name on the back of your Jordan's fucking jersey is Jordan. I don't give a fuck who you are.
No, I'm sorry, that was funny.
But that's how he looked. But that's how he looked at it.
Yeah.
That's how you had to look at it. You couldn't look at it. Oh shit, I'm across from fucking Allen Iverson.
You can't be starstruck. No, hell no.
I'm across from this motherfucker
You
from
still
the
got a
Sixers.
job to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out there, bust your ass. Then after that, I'm gonna act like a fucking fan. But
Yeah.
right now, you are no better than me.
I don't even think he's still act like a fan.
Nah, bro. Nah, the way
Yeah.
Kobe played, nah, nigga, it was like fuck y'all. That was back when the NBA was the NBA.
Yeah.
Niggas wasn't calling each other on the all season like, hey man, what you wanna do? No, niggas was like, nah, fuck you, period. They respected each other. But like, you don't remember when they played in that series, or when they always used to play, like niggas would be on AI and he would torch them niggas. AI would torch them niggas.
Nobody would shake
And
hands.
then they would get on, then they would make Kobe get on AI.
Yeah.
Every time.
Because Kobe said it. Even AI said it. He said AI said Kobe brought he said I couldn't sleep when I played Kobe. I had to be the best I could. I said it was no easy shit when Kobe guarded me. Kobe, he said it. AI himself said it. It was no easy nights when I played against Kobe. When I came on the court and Kobe was on me, it was nothing easy I get. And Kobe gives a respect to AI. He said, man, AI was 6'5" or 6'6".
No. You said if?
That's what he said. If.
Oh, all right.
No. He said if AI was 6'6",
right.
he said with nothing we've been able to do with him.
Correct.
He said even at his height, he said it gave me fits.
Dunked on Shaq.
Yeah. You gotta think.
Dunked on
But
Shaq.
you gotta think of the mutual respect these two Titans had going to get, because they was tight at the peak of their game.
Yes.
AI and fucking Kobe.
Yeah.
You
know what?
love to watch that shit. You had to watch it.
That was like I don't know what to liken it to today, but back in the day, you were either side. When I was a kid,
I wish
there was no other guy.
I know
other than Jordan.
I know we're getting off subject, but I wish AI had a team like Kobe had, because I hated the Cavs and the Warrior finals. It got old after a while because it was. But I think the Lakers, that Lakers team, and a really good Sixers team going every year at the finals, you would watch it every fucking time just because you wanted to see.
Super entertaining.
You would want to see Kobe going at AI and AI going at Kobe, because you know these motherfuckers, they're not dapping it up when they walk off.
They coming for war.
They're coming for war.
Yeah, it's all like war. Until the whole thing over. Until it had to be something complete. That's what I'm saying. Like them niggas, it was no.
But that was an old NBA. I was just watching an All-Star game, and it was a recent one. I'm guessing this is right before the NBA started becoming friendly, but it was an older team. It was the Pistons.
Right.
And I think they got on the court. This is the year the Pistons was still at the top of their game, and the Miami Heat was just coming on board.
Right.
And Chris Bosh was coming out the fucking game. Mm-hmm. This is an All-Star game. Mind you, Pistons and Bosh is on the same team. They walk that old school mentality. They ain't dap this nigga up because he just got out the game. All of them walked right past him and didn't fucking acknowledge him like, nigga.
That's because he looked like a fucking T-Rex.
But I'm saying he looked like this kid.
He looks like a T-Rex.
That nigga looked like his like certain niggas look like their mascot. He looked like a Toronto Raptor.
That's what I'm saying. You can't slap that nigga hand too short.
But he was like, they just walked past. But that's that mentality them guys had. Kobe wasn't like, Kobe didn't big up AI.
He was a last right until they was done.
They was done.
Yep.
He wasn't giving that fucking respect all.
Because
you had to completely take your jersey off, and you have to be in plain clothes a day later after the game.
I see you by mistake.
Yeah.
And
what's up, man?
They be still on fucking head now. They still playing each other. Be like,
yo, because and that's what I'm saying. That's that Mamba mentality. Because if he's still playing, if you're still active in the league and he got to play you, He don't want you to know that he think you good.
Nah.
Why? Because then you will come and try to style on me? No, nigga.
Yeah.
I think you the scum of the earth. I don't think you that good, as a matter of fact.
Your ass.
Your ass.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
I'm-
That's Mamba mentality,
Nigga,
man.
I'm
The greatest.
Kobe.
One of the greatest.
Shout out to Rich C. He said, "This is so crazy. Kobe was an unstoppable force, champion with the will to win, arguably one of the GOATs on a lot of people's books in the Jordan, LeBron, Kobe debate.
Right.
Tomorrow was never promised. Young Kobe lived the life we could only imagine. He's seen the world and lived for the game. Sad to see our brethren leave so untimely. This is sad."
Yo, well said, C.
well
Because
said.
that probably sums it up. That probably sums it up. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
We got and we gotta get to Las Vegas, by the way.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
We gotta get
Speaking
that. But
of kids, so.
I mean, it's about time to wrap it up, man. Like we just wanna. I know I got some last words, but any of y'all got any last words y'all want to say on the podcast about Kobe
man.
and what he meant to you?
Man, Kobe, like I said,
Into the mic.
I'm saying this. I'm like, I hated Kobe, but I hated Kobe for one reason, because of greatness. Like, I don't think it's gonna be like, I don't really see nobody in the NBA being another Kobe Bryant. Maybe there's one in the making right now, but I don't see nobody with that dedication, that love for the game, that wanting to be better than everybody mentality. I don't see it. Like, I don't see that killer mentality. That I don't have any friends. Closest person I see to that is Russell Westbrook. But on that note, you can't.
On some aspects,
but he can't hold the flames.
Mentality to his will of playing, and his tenacity and his intensity into the game, but all around.
Yeah. Like I said, my last words is, man, listen, I really want to just send my prayers out to, like I said, the Bryant family, because not only did you lose your husband, you also lost your daughter, and they lost. People lost, a son and a granddaughter and all that, man. So listen, I just want to wish y'all my condolences, because it's gonna be a troublesome time and everything like that, man. And Kobe Bryant, like I said, you will be missed, man. Like, you were one of the fucking pillars in the NBA. Like I said, I had you ranked number 2 behind Jordan, personally, me. Okay. It was Jordan and you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I ranked you. That's how I seen you. That's how I looked at you as a player. Like I said, I'm a diehard Knicks fan, so I don't got. It was fuck everybody but my squad, but it's much love and respect to you. That's how I feel.
I want to say, prayers going out to the Bryant family. I think this is a pivotal loss for us all around in general. I think we're going to be missing a lot of different things in the future that we're going to be. There you go.
I can't hear you.
A lot of different things in the future that we're going to be missing. Different books. The sky could have been the limit for the things that we could have seen outside of his greatness in basketball. Like you said before, he had just was on a podcast and on All the Smoke, and that's like the last actual video that you'll get to see of him live.
Yeah.
Before he passed. And I just feel as though it's a lot of things that we'll miss out on in the future, like within his works, and so it'll always just be what if. You know what I mean?
It's a big what if, because he's gone. I know he did everything he's doing in the NBA, but what if he was still deliver what he's going to do in post? It should be cool.
I want to say definitely prayers to their family. I could not imagine going through something like this or losing somebody like that, because the whole story is crazy. But I want to say that there is a whole lot to learn from this man's life, and that's the one word that maybe we missed earlier that came to my mind when it came to him is legacy.
Yeah.
And he left a big legacy of things that you can really learn from. And I think with him, the most important thing, or not one of the most important things, one of the most important things is it wasn't about being better than everybody else. It was about being better than himself every time. He went to the gym trying to be better than he was the day before. And that's something that you can carry through your life forever. And it'll help you accomplish your goals. Because that's what that man was about, accomplishing his goals, taking care of his family, and trying to be a better man than he was the day before. That's what I got from him. And that's what he meant for me. He's a big part of my childhood. You hated to love him. You know what I'm saying? You respected that man no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And he just meant a lot. We lost somebody big, man. This is crazy, but I just think that we can learn a lot from him. If you get a chance, pick up the man's book, because then you can really see what his mindset was about. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we want to end the podcast there. Once again, we are your hosts.
It's Cool Kev.
Dash.
And I'm Big Dre. Y'all be safe out there.
All right, to my Kobe fans, again, sorry y'all lost, man. This is...